This is Ed Mengel from Salesforce Product Management, here to give you everything you could possibly need to know about the new Subtotals feature coming in the spring release. Now, you may remember this was in the winter release, but it was beta, so you had to go into settings to enable it. Now it's going to be automatically on for everybody as it's GA, and we've even made a couple enhancements, so I'll walk you through. First, how do you add subtotals? So you just make sure that you're in the compare table. And if you are, you're going to see this menu right here. You have the ability to add totals and subtotals. What's exciting here is we've not only added subtotals, but we've also enhanced the way in which we calculate those grand totals. So if you remember before, what we did for our grand totals was just summing up all of the cells below. Now that was fine for sums and counts. It was a little weird for averages and formulas. So our average opportunity age will now be the average across the entire data set. And for the subtotals, it's the average across that subgrouping. For A divided by B, instead of adding up these types of ratios and percentages into one massive percentage or ratio that really doesn't make sense, what we've done is what most people wanted of having just applying this at the subtotal or grand total level. So for the example, A divided by B is going to be the grand total of A divided by the grand total of B. So you get that total ratio right there. So easy to enable and disable each one. These support export to CSV so that you can see how it's exported. We just leave a blank for any of these subtotal rows. And to show you under the hood what this looks like, we're using the Sockle rollup. So we're just group by and then we add a rollup in there, and that's how we compute everything. Now, one more thing to tell you is if you do go ahead and let's say we try to add a new formula and we want to use a window function. Now, the Sockle rollup does not support doing rollups while there is a window function present. So let's add something simple, maybe like a percentage of group on that first value and hit apply. And what you're going to notice is that will disable your subtotals. Now the totals, however, there was our legacy implementation of how we compute that. And so let's go check that out. And what we can see is now this has reverted back to the legacy implementation, which does support these window functions. Now, it's a rare use case that you're going to use window functions with that total, but if you do, you still have an option. The good news is that everything that you've built before will automatically be upgraded to use this new implementation. So numbers like these will be different. If you have already converted that stuff to Sockle, it will not be auto-upgraded, and you have to either go through and edit the Sockle or just regenerate it using the UI. Thanks for listening. I hope you're excited about this spring release.